returns of the Namaste Council and the Namaste Getaway. This is actually part of my getaway. This is one of my yoga rooms in the getaway. And today I'm going to be talking about a series of workshops that I created probably about 5 or 6 years ago called Chant and Be Happy. And that's why I brought this out. Hopefully when I gave this a little beat, hopefully you could feel some resonance and you could, one of the things about chanting is you should feel the vibration in your body, in your mouth, and surrounding you. And some of the little tools that we have, such as a singing bowl like this, help you to kind of get that resonance. I've got something else here that I'm just going to kind of dangle. So I love to hear sounds like this, and in fact this reminds me of, I have a beautiful wind chime in front of my house, and the wind chime is right in front of my bedroom, and I open up the window when I go to sleep and when I wake up in the morning, and I like to hear the sound of the wind chime. And to me, sound healing, as I mentioned, it really goes deep inside. And I have a series of virtual book club sessions that I've been hosting since March on Facebook Live, on the Namaste Council and on the Right Council on Facebook Live, and also on Instagram TV. And the last 2 weeks were from the book The Mozart Effect by Don Campbell. And in it, I talk about the music, how music heals from so many different levels, and I specifically talk about Mozart as a healing form of music. I talk about Gregorian chants. I also talk about the sitar, and I even talk about rap music. So I invite you to check those out on IGTV or on Facebook Live. But what I wanted to talk today a little bit about is the series of workshops that I've been doing for 5 years, because again, I just started reading this book, or I just finished the book a couple of weeks ago. And of course, it was something that I've always been so interested in. I am not a musician. I have not been trained in music, but ever since I can remember, I have loved music and I have felt the healing benefits of music. And in fact, one of the chapters in the book that I'm writing is about sacred sound and music as healing. And I've definitely felt it. And again, in the book, The Mozart Effect, he talks about how music has been proven to have an effect on embryos, on children as young as 4 months, and on people up until their dying day or until their last breath, how it has an effect. And it also has an effect on plants. And I'm going to just read a few passages from the handout that I have from my workshops. Again, my workshops were created about 5-6 years ago, and I've led these workshops in the United States. I've led them in Mexico, and can't remember where else I've hosted them, but I've had them in several different places in the United States. And among the types of ways that you can help benefit from music anyway is good. As I mentioned, from rap to ragas, which is from India, any way that you have music is going to have healing benefits. But depending on who you are and where you are every minute of the day, you may need something different. Sometimes you may need something to energize you, other times to calm you down. But I want to talk about the form of music that I practice, which is called Bhakti Yoga or Kirtan. And in Bhakti Yoga, it is called the yoga of devotion, and it's all about singing or chanting from the heart. It is not about being a beautiful singer or musician. It's about what comes from within, and again, trying to feel it throughout your body. And some of the benefits of bhakti, as well as other forms of music therapy, are it increases the dopamine, the oxytocin, and the serotonin. Those are all feel-good hormones. So those are natural hormones that make you feel good. And I wanted to mention a quote, and this quote is from Yogi Bhajan, who was one of the people that created or that made Kundalini Yoga popular in the United States. And he said, those who meditate not only don't develop dementia, but they go into another dimension. And I say that because in the Kundalini tradition, meditation is very commonly mantra meditation. So another one of the chapters in my book is all about what is meditation, because people tend to think that this is meditation. And it is. But there's walking meditation. I personally do walking meditation, and I do what's called japa meditation, which is chanting silently or almost silently with beads as I repeat a mantra. And in the Kundalini tradition, when they talk about meditation, it is typically about mantra meditation. And all of the mantras have healing benefits. And you can do, just as any form of music heals, any language for your mantras is healing. So I personally do Sanskrit mantras typically, but at my home, at my property, the Namaste Getaway, I have a meditation labyrinth, and I tell people they can do any prayer that feels right to them. It can be a Christian prayer, it can be a Hebrew prayer, it can be Latin. One of the ones that I love, that I like to share with my students, is I am blissful, I am bountiful, I am beautiful. And that is actually a Kundalini mantra. And obviously it's in English. So this is just one sample. I'm going to do another video that talks a little bit more about mantra meditation, but I do invite you to check out my Facebook and my IGTV posts, the videos that are about the Mozart effect. There are 2 videos on each, and my Instagram is my name, Deborah Charns, the same as my YouTube channel, and my Facebook pages are the THE Namaste Council and the Right WRITE Council. So that's it for today, and I'm going to just ring this one more time. Again, this is very traditional from the East, and really try to soak up the vibrations. From my heart to yours. Namaste.